Thank you, Austin. Credit scores, they play a huge part in our financial lives. Your score could be the determining factor for an approval or denial for a loan, or how much you're being charged in interest. We're talking dollars and cents with my friend Colin Evans from Evans Financial Group. Colin, how can we implement some of those small changes every day right now?
You know, there's a couple of them, and yeah, I can't come here and not have a couple of tips that we can give for
well,
this.
That's what we expect from you.
so we kind of hit viewers with a couple of different angles. So we put together 5 things for the improving your credit score segment, and one of them, and this is actually the key number one for improving it: pay those bills on time. That is key, because that's what they're looking at. And when you think about that, what are those late charges? Now we're tacking late charges on top of interest rates that are 20, 25%, that are almost unheard of to see that you're paying on credit card bills. We look at that, we go into credit utilization. And this one's not something that a lot of people think about, but what credit card companies or people lending credit will look at is how much are you extended. Say you have approval for $10,000. Well, credit utilization means we want to stay under a 30% number. So if I'm approved for a $10,000 line of credit or a car loan or something like that, it's really only helpful if you're only spending about $3,000.
So don't max it out, is what you're saying.
Absolutely.
Okay. What happens if you do find a mistake on your credit score at that time? If you're paying bills and we end up seeing part of our credit score, what do we do? All
right, we walked right into number 3. So you can actually request a free credit report one time a year. And so we've got 3 crediting agencies. You've got Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. So it is highly recommended to pull a credit report at least once a year, so that way you can see, make sure there's nothing going on or nothing wrong, especially with today's day and age of scams and frauds that are going on. The last thing you want to do is wake up with, a credit card bill for something you never did, or a loan for something you never did.
Colin, I got a question for you too as well. For our audience, do you get dinged against when you ask for a credit score?
You can.
It hurts you.
You can, yeah, if you're starting to go into it, because you got to keep in mind when you're going to apply for a loan, whatever it might be. It could be a new credit card, it could be a car, it could be a home purchase or something like that, and they're going to go in and pull a credit report on there. So if you're thinking, well, heck, I'll sign up maybe for this credit card, and while I'm at it, maybe I'll sign up for this credit card too. Well, now we're getting dinged for a couple of credit checks coming in at the same time, and we're starting to hammer it, and that's going to work against you on that score.
So good. And I know you came prepared, because you actually have a bonus question for us as well.
Well, we did, and I was thinking about this, and a couple of things. And this is for parents, and it's a golden tip on improving credit scores for your kids. So if I want to prepare my child for when he's getting out of college or getting out of high school to have an amazing credit score.
Very important.
Well, here's a trick that parents can do, and you got to be diligent with this, parents, is you can actually add your child, if they've got to be between ages 13 and 15, it depends on the credit card company.
Okay.
Add your child into your credit card.
No,
I didn't say give them a card. Add them to yours. So the card will come in the mail, and you'll get, Bob Smith Jr. That card comes in the mail. You shred it, put it up, put it in a safe.
So
or
they don't
something
even
like
see it,
no,
right?
so they don't know about it. But what's happening is you're consistently paying on your bill, and they've been added to it, and you've just improved their credit history. So boom, they get out of high school or get out of college, and they've already got a 600 plus credit score just like that.
Brilliant, Colin. I didn't even think about something like that. Yeah, put them on your stuff, but don't ever let them see it, so they can just take that.
That's a pretty quick trip. And if we got time, I got one other quick one.
Like 5 seconds.
5 seconds. Okay. This is one that my dad did for me when I was actually at the end of high school. Is we took out a $1,000 loan at the bank, and he co-signed it, but we took the $1,000 and I had to put that in a CD with the bank. I was making payments on it, which was about $100 a month. At the end of the time frame, I had $1,000, but I had paid on a $1,000 loan over the course of a year. So it was something my dad did just as a little tidbit, and at the end of it, it actually taught me a saving principle as well, because I had $1,000.
And I'm sure it taught you so much more, because here you are today. Again, Colin Evans with Evans Financial Group, thank you for being here today and
Thanks for
all
having
of
us.
the tips and tricks.